86% of retail traders who are trading the CAD yen are betting against it. They're betting short. Right. Knowing that information and knowing that, unfortunately, retail traders tend to be on the wrong side of great trades, we're going to align ourselves more likely to the long side.
But the first challenge of the day is to place a buy, and what are some of the bullish indicators that you are using? And we will go to Nick because he's been quiet, so he's had time to think about it. What kind of
what's your buy?
Yeah, what's your buy for the day? Now remember, these positions, we have about 5 market days to hold on to them, so you can challenge them accordingly, or you could just trade them just for the Asia Open session and just size up and swing for the fences. Up to you, but the key thing is it's got to be bullish, and you got to show us what indicator that you're using confirms your analysis.
Sure. Okay. This time it should be pretty straightforward for me. Last time I was on the trading battle, I kind of had to force a trade. Sometimes you do that just for the sake of the battle. But today I actually have a trade that I'm in myself. I'm logged into my 8cap, by the way. Shout out to 8cap for sponsoring the stream. And they're on TradingView, which is fantastic. So I'm actually going to be just picking up a trade that I have on my own account today. We're going to be taking a look at CAD yen. We're looking at the 4-hour chart, and I'll just walk you through a little bit of what I'm seeing here. So I mentioned earlier on, I'm a fundamental trader. I mix technicals. I'm mostly a swing trader. And with that 5-day window, it kind of fits nicely with my general outlook of how long I like to hold trades. Of course, technicals I find to be sort of the easier part when it comes to trading. At least for my style. I understand there's people who are way more technically oriented than I am. But for me, I understand for my perspective, a lot of my data analysis and background and computer science and testing concepts, the markets there's a lot of noise, right? There's a lot of stuff. So for me, I'm just looking for simple trends. That's the starting point. So if I just put simple moving averages on, I can just get an idea of what a market is doing. So in this case, the CAD yen, pretty straightforward. It looks really nice. We've got higher lows. It's trending well, and I'd like to be a buyer as we're pulling back here. So I'm going to take a buy.
So these are fine. This is 150.70. Price is, all the moving averages are one above the other. So 50 is above 70 and 70 is above 100, right? We have alignment.
So this is a 20.
Oh, 20. 20. Sorry, I'm sorry.
20. Yeah.
So it's 20.
Looks like a 70.
50. Yeah, it looks like a 70. So 100 is the lowest, 50 is the middle, 20 is the highest. They're all aligned, suggesting there's a long-term upward trend. Price now is between the 50 and the 20 support, and I guess you like it here, right?
Yep, it's finding some support here. I like that. I've been trading this one all week, and I was able to catch this run up. Trailed stops, got stopped out here, made some money on that one. So I'm looking to re-enter here to see if we can potentially come back to retest those highs. That's the technical side of it. I mentioned though that I am pretty heavily involved in software. This is what my company has built. This is called the EdgeFinder. I just want to walk through just a little bit of like some of the indicators that we've built and that we look for with a trade like this that give me some extra confluence. Simple stuff. If we take a look at the commitment of traders data, for example, if I could scroll past where our cameras are, what we have is taking a look at the yen versus the Canadian dollar, right? We're just going to be able to pull in the commitment of traders data. The CFTC puts out a weekly report on what big positions are being put out there from, for example, the non-commercials report. We can see that the Canadian dollar has a 63.82% long ratio. What that means is that the open positions, the open contracts in the futures market from the Canadian dollar, 63.8% of them are long oriented. Then if we take a look at the yen, conversely, we've got a 62.74% in the other direction, short bias. Right. So aligning ourselves with institutional money, no guessing on what they're doing. This is the facts, right? We have we are a bit delayed. We can draw a conclusion that to say, okay, the most latest data is telling us that predominantly they're long on CAD, they're short on yen. And then also we have institutional client positioning that we could take a look at, which is showing us that 86% of retail traders who are trading the CAD yen are betting against it. They're betting short. Right. Knowing that information and knowing that, unfortunately, retail traders tend to be on the wrong side of great trades, we're going to align ourselves more likely to the long side. So that's a couple different things. We get a total score, punches out a bias, and then there we go. We could also take a look, for example, at seasonality. The month of September, which we're about to go into here, has a historically biased, to the upside, meaning that for whatever reason, just historically speaking, the data that we have shows us the CAD yen tends to rise during the month. So we're just trying to align ourselves with market data that we take a look at here with our software. And then that's where the technicals come in. So it's technicals with a fundamental sort of backing or with market data backing. So, and then simple trends.
You have a fundamental bias. Sorry, yeah, you have a fundamental bias. How does your technical entry come into all of this?
Yeah, so that's a little bit of the bias there. And then if we take a look at the technicals, really simple. We have an uptrend, we've pulled back to support, moving averages look nice, and I have a pretty clear idea with a stop loss placement. So I could probably put my stop just below this swing low. Will it get hunted? Possibly, but I care less to try and time manipulation like that, because oftentimes we just get an explosive move when everything lines up like this. So I'm willing to sort of put my stop just below structure here. And then I can go ahead and take a trade. So I'll go ahead and set that up. So we can go market, stop loss, probably going to end up being, 40 pips, let's call it. So 40 pips. And we'll put the lot size at 2.00 lots. And then let's go with that.
Okay, got it. Sounds good.
Cool. There we go. All right, trade is placed.
Okay, wonderful.